Good morning, and welcome to another episode of Come with the Light and Reveal, where every Wednesday we talk about one of the stained glass windows that adorns our sanctuary here at NoHo First. Today, I have the story of St. Philip for you. Philip was one of the first disciples. The day after Jesus called Andrew and Peter to follow him, he also called Philip. Philip was with his friend Nathanael, and they both accepted Jesus' invitation to follow him. Philip was known as a very pragmatic, practical man and a very capable planner. He was actually the disciple in charge of finding food and shelter every time that the disciples traveled with Jesus. But as Jesus' ministry lasted, more and more crowds started turning out for the events. And suddenly, there was a multitude of 5,000 people in one area. And Jesus, almost teasingly, said to Philip, "Where shall we buy bread for these people to eat?" And Philip, very matter-of-factly, said, "Lord, 8 months' wages could not buy enough bread for each one to even have a bite." But Jesus proceeded to feed 5,000 people with only a couple loaves. In our window, you can see Philip holding 3 loaves of bread as a reference to that miracle. The number also represents Philip's service in providing for Jesus and the disciples, and of course, the Holy Trinity. The Trinity is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the 3 beings that make our one God. On the other side of the window, you can see a variation of a budded cross. A budded cross shows life conquering death. Instead of dead wood creating the cross, you see fresh life springing from each arm. Now, usually this new life is shown by 3 leaves or 3 flower buds. The number 3 again represents the Trinity. But this particular cross in our window shows 3 rounded shapes that are almost like loaves of bread growing from yeast. This window and the story of St. Philip was lovingly dedicated to our church on April 14th, 1988, as a gift from Reba and Alfred Hamilton Roebuck. Thank you so much for joining us for Come with the Light and Reveal. We'll see you next week for another episode and another window. God bless.